All right, the Grand Egyptian Museum today.
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
We're looking at the main court, the main entrance. Here we can see the entrance. The whole building, it looks like the unlimited of a pyramidion shapes.
Oh,
The
okay.
first shape that appeared from nothing, according to the religious mythology of creating the whole universe. We can see here, it's been decorated with the immortal water, the cursed water, and the universe, that the whole universe was just water. And this is also refers to the N letter in the hieroglyphic.
The N letter.
N letter, the zigzag.
Yeah.
So this is the same. And we can see here from the main court.
It feels almost like the River Nile
Yes,
coming down in between the area.
between the obelisk of a temple and the pyramids.
Yeah. I think there is a little bit of that there. Pretty cool though.
Yeah, very full. And this is one of the obelisks for the famous King Ramesses II. We can see
Oh,
his cartouche,
Ramses, yeah.
the character Ramesses II.
And where did they get this one from?
We got it from Karnak Temples.
Oh, this came from Karnak?
Yes.
So the one at Tahrir Square came from Karnak, and then this also came from
yes,
Karnak?
Karnak was full of obelisks. We have in Egypt more than like 100 obelisks. Maybe more than 120, but it's more than 100, absolutely. And we have so many obelisks all over the world, like one in Concordia Square, one in US. So we had so many obelisks out of Egypt and so many in Egypt. And this one, we call it the hanging obelisk, because when we tried to move it and put it here, we found like in the base, cartouche of the king. So he curved his cartouche underneath. So that's why we kept it hangeth without the base, just to allow people to see the cartouche.
Okay.
You can see this is the name of Egypt in hieroglyphic, Kemet. This is on the black.
With the on top, that's the name of Egypt.
The entrance in Arabic, and this is in Greek and English, different languages.
Okay.
Italian, Spanish. So we can see here, King Ramesses II.
So I'm seeing Egypto.
Yes.
Misri. Egyptian. Akipito.
Yeah.
Blackland.
Misri.
Kemet. Wow.
And different languages, all the languages all over the world. And you can see the red granite obelisk of King Ramesses II. This is the base.
Oh, this is the base.
See from
Você trabalha com Ramses. Por exemplo, somos. Eu vou para ele. Você informar para ele que você somos. Abraços.
So he was standing on the base. Okay.
Yes.
Por isso,
That's a good one. What's the purpose of the obelisk?
Why we are building obelisks and why we put them in temple. Obelisk has two purposes.
And the third question, why the pyramidion shape at the top?
First, it has two purposes. One is artistic and one is religious. The artistic, it's another space to put the achievements of the king and his titles, what he
to write.
The second, which is religious, the pyramidion shape, it imitates to the first shape that appeared from nothing in the whole world. And it was plated with gold on the obelisk.
When these obelisks were in like the Karnak Temple, the top was actually plated with gold at the time?
Yes, just to reflect the sun shines or the sun rays. And to make it like in the morning, people can see from like far away, oh, there's a temple, so we can go and pray.
Okay.
In the evening.
It's almost like a marker, almost like a flag or something.
Like the minarets of the mosques, like the towers of the church, the same idea. You can see this minaret of the mosque, so I'm far away, I can see this is a mosque, I can go and pray.
Yeah.
And in the evening, they are lighting fires in the base, just also to get light.
Around the obelisk.
This is like kind of getting or know that there is a temple over there. Those are in the entrance. The whole entrance being decorated with 500 cartouches for all the kings who ruled Egypt.
Oh, so all of almost in gold color.
Yes, in gold color.
So there were 500 kings that ruled Egypt through all the
30 dynasties.
The 30 dynasties.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we can see their cartouches. The whole kings of Egypt.
And does the location of the cartouche matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
By the
Next.
way, for you, if you're not sure what the cartouche is literally kind of that
An oval shape.
an oval shape with a line underneath.
Yes, cartouche is a French name or French word, means the gun bully shoot. So
Oh
because-
yeah, let's actually go close and
Yes.
show this. If you look at it, it looks almost like a bullet.
Yes, so you can see this is Merenptah, the
Yeah.
grandson of King Khufu, the builder in the
Yeah.
third
So if you
period.
take a look at this, it looks like a bullet, and then like the primer will be down here, and that's essentially the cartouche with the name of the pharaoh.
And this is the cartouche of Senusret.
Oh, this is Nefru?
That one, the cartouche.
Oh, the
This is the
cartouche.
face mask of Tutankhamun.
Oh, Tutankhamun. Okay, Snefru. Wow, does it
How many-
name the placement of didn't matter, or they just put
Doesn't
it?
matter.
Why is Tutankhamun?
Yeah, just decorating.
Okay,
between
just
each
decorating.
cartouche. Yes, just
Okay.
decoration. You can see this open window.
Yeah, the very famous Tutankhamun.
Yeah. This open window, I
Yeah.
will tell you more information when you go inside about it. We did it in purpose.
Oh,
So-
okay.
and we can see also the followers has the Egypt name.
One thing I also want to just call out here, you can see the design, the motif is almost repetitive as well, just interesting. And then look at how grand this is. Whoa. It feels like you're outside actually, but you're inside.
Yes. We're now going to see this or to say hi for the
To
famous king.
Ramses.
Ramesses II. Yes. The most
I
famous.
think I've seen Ramses the most.
Yes, everywhere. So he does what he wants to do. Like
Yeah.
he's everywhere. Everyone knows who's Ramses II.
Yeah. And this is just as big as the one we saw in Memphis, right?
Yes.
Or-
This
or is
one
it-
is 80 tons.
Yeah.
It's made out of brown
tons.
granite. Yes.
So we saw Ramses in Memphis, the old Memphis. We saw Ramses
Yes.
in the old museum,
Yes.
sitting there.
Yes. Also
Then we
And-
have Ramses right here.
in Aswan, he's everywhere.
Wow.
Ramses, we can see him is standing. We got this statue. It was broken and just we
Put it
collected
together.
back
Okay.
again. You can see like from the remaining, it's been renovated in the 19th century.
Yeah.
And we put or located him in Ramses Square in downtown area.
Mm.
And in 2006, we moved or relocated the statue again from Ramses Square in downtown right here to the museum.
Oh, so there's a square downtown called Ramses
Cool.
Square.
And we still have people till nowadays, we call them Ramses.
Yeah,
they
I
name
would
themselves
see why
Ramses.
People would name somebody Ramses if you have your name everywhere like this.
Yes, and we can see him, he's standing with the left leg in advance.
And I think from yesterday we talked about that being the fact that the heart is on the left
Yes.
side, and then also like a military marching left, right.
Yes,
So
and
you would
maybe
see a
this is
lot
for
of
the
this
heart.
with left leg in front,
Yes, and he's wearing the false beard, the straight one.
which means that
He's
it's
alive.
alive, right? And then when you pass away, it's
Bent.
bent forward.
And we can see him, he put his cartouche everywhere, and bracelets,
Mhm.
and chest, and shoulders.
Yeah, let me ask you, is this the same? Is this just a replica of what we saw in Memphis, or
No, this is another one. from
another one?
Ramses.
Okay.
He used to give himself too many statues everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you saw,
I mean, everywhere you can't get away from Ramses. Yeah.
yes, that's correct. And he's wearing the double crown. We're supposed to have a cobra is protecting his forehead, and he's wearing the Nemes headdress, a royal headdress,
Mhm.
and he's part
Oh,
of
the
nose-
royal headdress is called the Nemes.
Nemes.
Nemes. Okay.
Nemes. And he has like a part of his nose got broken.
Broken. Okay.
We can see he's putting a knife and his belt,
Mhm.
and his cartouche as well there, and we can see he's holding the royal ceilings. We can get here to see. This is his beloved queen.
Son. Oh, not the son.
Nefertari. No, this is Nefertari, his wife.
But in the other one, I thought he had his son.
This is between the two legs.
between the two legs.
Merenptah.
Yeah, Merenptah.
Yes. And you can see him. You can see his muscles.
Oh
Muscles
wow.
of his arm.
And at the time, this was one piece of granite.
It was, but we renovated. You can see the
Yeah.
meaning of renovation from the leg. Can you
Mhm.
see the second finger? who's
Oh,
longer
yeah, yeah.
Than the first
So,
one. The Egyptian finger.
Apparently, Egyptians, if you look at the big toe, the second one is longer
Yes.
than the first.
And in 2006, I was a kid when they moved the statue from the Ramses Square right
Mhm.
here And I remember they start moving at 1 a.m. And the distance from the Ramses Square till here, it just 28 kilometers, like 30 minutes by the car. It took them 6 hours.
6 hours just to
They
move
were
it.
just moving very slow. They were so like scared just to damage or lose one sand from. And I remember in the TV, it was on the TV shows when they moved it, and it was a big celebrity. The women in the balconies, they were crying, "Bye bye Ramses."
Oh,
bye-bye,
yeah,
Ramses,"
because
they
we used
see
to
him
see him there.
every
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
On the back, we can see his names, his cartouche, the titles. Horus is protecting him. And the Lord of the Two Lands, this is his title. The son of God Ra, Sarah, the duck, and the sun disk. And that's all his name. Can you see this window I told you about over there? In the wall, beside the cartouches?
Yeah, that was intentionally left.
Intentionally. Why? Just to let the sun rays goes to light his face like Abu symbol.
To come through and light
Yes.
Ramses. Oh,
2 times a year,
two
in his
times a year.
coronation day and in his birthday.
Because the same happened at Abu's
Abu symbol.
Okay, that
Abu
makes
symbol.
sense.
We can see here at the museum also. This is one of the galleries. Gift
Are those
shops.
galleries or shops?
Shops.
Okay.
Like this is for gold, and that's the official gift shop over there. And to the right side, we will get the food court and cafeterias. The museum is very big. We have here a staircase
Okay.
that has a 10 similar items asserted from the Middle Kingdom. They are all similar in size, in the face, in everything, in dimensions.
But those are different kings.
No, the same king.
The same king.
He has
Which,
10 identical.
do we know which king is that?
Senusret.
Oh,
From the Mid-
Senusret.
Yeah,
Oh,
from the
okay.
Middle Kingdom.
Okay.
We will go to see it. And this is something modern, just to tell
Did
you about.
Senusret remind me build a pyramid?
He has a small pyramid, very
Okay.
small one, and not
Okay.
perfect, but it dates back to the museum. Something modern, just to tell you what's the royal signs. So this is the Nemes headdress.
The Nemes, okay. Just royalty
Yes.
would put this on, okay.
And this is the false beard.
The false
straight
beard for the
one.
ones that are alive, yeah.
Do you know what this?
This is the crown of
Upper and lower
Upper
Egypt.
Lower Egypt
The double.
combined, yeah.
Yes. And this is the feather of might,
Mahat, the god
gods of truth.
of truth.
And this is God Anubis. the
Anubis, the jackal, the one that judges.
Yes.
Mhm.
Not he's following or he's taking
Leading you
the-
to Mahat
the
to
person
judge.
to the judge worth. So
Okay.
when you see a sun, this is a god. Those are like divine signs, and these are royal signs.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think, oh, this is a column.
Yes. For a famous cave, it dates back to 19th dynasty. King
Mhm.
Merenptah, the son of Ramses. King Merenptah.
Merenptah, yeah.
Yes, it's made out of red granite. We can see what's different in this column. It talks about numbers. You can see the numbers of 3 on his enemies. This is the numbers of the things that he got it from his enemies.
You see 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 10, 10, and then this symbol is what?
100.
100, and
Yes.
then is it a million? A
Oh,
million with a hand,
yeah,
the
the
two
hand.
hands up.
Yes, but this is also in
In Komombo, yeah,
Komombo,
yeah,
the
saw that in
numbers.
Komombo.
the list. But this one, it doesn't have the million. I think it might have the 1,000 somewhere. And this the king is standing in the presence of the god Amun-Ra.
Okay.
You can see here the god Amun-Ra, the 2 feather gods, and he's burning incense. He's giving him offering.
Offering.
And different gods, Osiris is
Mhm.
here with Osiris. In the top layer, this is goddess Sekhmet, the lioness, and she has the sun disk on the top of her head. Who's this? Tot, the knowledge god.
Yeah.
Horus, again Horus, in 2 different shapes, and we can see Merenptah is giving all the gods offering.
Offerings,
The
okay.
oils is giving.
And then you can tell this is Merenptah because of the cartouche in there?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's one of the.
And this came from Karnak Temple, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
This also thing.
And this is one piece of granite.
Yes.
Yeah.
One piece of granite.
Red granite, probably from Aswan.
This is the baguette shop to the right side.
Let me take a guess at what this is.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Diese Dinge ohne Nani.
Is this Ramses?
No.
Still?
Is that the face of Ramses? No.
No, Ramses would be way bigger if it was him.
And the facial features, it's different.
He looks younger.
Yes. And different nose, different eyes. The
Uh-huh.
eyes are more round than the almond eyes, the Egyptian eyes.
So different eyes.
Lips.
Going to the Greek now.
Okay. So those are sages. Ptolemy time.
Yeah.
And this is the king and his queen. So it's made out of granite. We got those two statues from the undersea museum from Alexandria. We have so many stuff in Alexandria under the sea,
On
Mediterranean.
on the sea.
Yes.
Okay.
So we got them. They are like dressed up like Egyptian. They have the same position like Egyptian, left leg in advance, even the king and the queen. And she's holding the sun disk between the cow's horn, like she's representing herself like
Royalty.
Hathor,
Yeah.
the
Hathor.
goddess Hathor. And she's wearing a very nice dress tight, like exposing her body, and she's wearing a wig like Egyptian. She
Yeah.
has the cup.
Yeah, but she's there is actually a dress
Yes,
that the detail is unbelievable.
that's correct. But they have a different facial features.
Yeah.
The lips, the ancient Egyptian lips were full lips, not like this tiny or small lips. The eyes are different.
And different, okay.
But the Greek families who ruled Egypt,
Mhm.
unlike the Roman, they kept their traditions and their civilization as it is. They kept their dresses. But the
The Greeks imitated the ancient
they
Egyptians.
dress,
So.
they want to be like Egyptian. So we have
Okay.
those Ptolemy Greek sages, but they are not Egyptian, but they ruled Egypt in the Ptolemy time when
Okay.
Alexander the Great came.
What surprised me was I did not quickly put this to the Ptolemy time because I thought that they did not do a lot of work with granite. I thought they did a lot of work more with marble, limestone, or something like that. But
Both. They had so many stuff. It depends. So they did stuff in granite, but most of the stuff were in marble.
marble
And the people who used the marble a lot were the Roman.
with the Romans. It's very open, I can tell you that. And so going over now.
We will go now to see this map. It's something from the museum just to tell you or to give you an idea how Egypt, it was looking like when it had so many branches. This is the Egypt map.
Okay.
Those are the ancient Egyptian
Ah,
Nile
yeah,
River
I like
branches.
this. Okay.
You can see those are like the undersea museum. You can see in each spot you have something very famous. Like this is the Eastern Desert. This is the Western Desert. That's how it looks like. You can see most of the funeral temple right here in the West. Here is the daily life temples, the life houses. So at this point, we can see this the pyramid, Saqqara, Red Pyramid, Dahshur, Giza pyramids. So they're all here in this spot.
Yeah, so that would be the Giza plateau over there.
Yes, and we can see here, this is Sobek Temple at Fayoum. Fayoum, this is like to the west south of Giza.
Okay.
Just 1 hour driving by.
Yeah, and it's a desert oasis, right?
Yes, it's so close to Oasis of Siwa Oasis, but Siwa Oasis just.
It's a little bit down,
way-
okay.
Yes. We can see here, this is Amarna, Akhenaten.
Okay.
This is where he invited people for the new religious. Akhenaten is the father of Tutankhamun,
Yep.
and his wife was the Pretty Queen Nefertiti.
Nefertiti, yeah.
We can see here the city, the first temple at Abydos. Abydos and Sohag city right now, the governorate. We can see this is Hathor, goddess Hathor temple, Dandara at Kaina. And like we can go here,
And Hathor, is that the goddess of fertility?
the motherhood.
Motherhood.
And yes, motherhood
Okay.
that present as a cow. You can see the cow horns and she's holding a cow and her shrine. And so many temples like Horus Edfu and
Yep,
that's
Edfu, I can
Luxor,
recognize that. And then you have Sobek,
Sobek, Sinai Island,
Philae
Abu
Island,
Simbel,
Abu Simbel,
finally at the end, and
at
that's
the end of the Nile
the
continues
borders,
all
yes,
the way up
continues to the south, to Africa.
to that be Sudan. Up,
Yes,
Yep,
yes,
that
that's
way.
correct. So that's how Egypt looks like, the map. The only thing that's being changed is nowadays the number of branches of the Nile River. We had
What is the across the sea on that side? What is that?
those are the here.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
are the mountains of Sinai.
Oh, that's the Sinai Mountains.
Yes, Moses Mountain.
This one.
Yes,
Why
Saint Catherine.
why the rocks like that?
The Moses.
Ten Commandments?
Yes,
That represent the 10 Commandments?
Yes.
Okay.
and his mountain.
So there are 10 of those, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The 10 Testaments. And we have Saint Catherine Mountain and the same area. If you have heard about Saint Catherine, it has like a monastery in the top beside Moses Mountain. And it's very holy. This Saint Catherine Mountain, it dates back to the 2nd century. And people still going there for like meditation and to release like after. And this is the Red Sea. And there is a canal that's connecting between Red Sea and the Mediterranean. We call it Suez Canal. Only thing that's changed is the number of branches of the Nile River. We have now 2 branches, Rosetta and Damiette.
Oh, new branches.
Yes. Anciently, it was like too many branches for the Nile River. That's how the ancient Egyptian people used the Nile River to build constructions on the Nile River.
Okay. So this one here, close to Alexandria, is it the same one that is just represented here that got moved over here, or is there still 2 of those currently?
No, just kind like representing those the Ptolemy time. So
Okay.
they are the same.
One. And then why is that obelisk over there?
There's an obelisk in Alexandria.
And whose obelisk is that?
This is like for Moses III.
Then
I
Moses the
believe,
third.
yes.
Okay, not Ramses.
Not Ramses.
Ramses the second.
Yes. So let's go to see the staircase up.
Okay.
So this is staircase up to the way, till the top. It's been divided into 3 parts. The first part that has too many royal statues in different positions from different periods, for like Old Kingdom, Middle Kingdom, New Kingdom, for different kings. It's showing you up the position of the kings and the royal people in different towns. Yeah, like we can go and see it now.
Like that. That's the